Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Thursday, June 30th, 2016. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, as always, Andrew James Iron with JunkieMonkeys.com. Joining me is Grant Fierro from UnitedSkateboarding.com. Michael Medina is also from UnitedSkateboarding.com. Today we have no guests. We have each other. We're going back to the old school ways. But we have a lot of fucking shit to talk about. Grant, because Agenda is still fresh on the mind, you attended Agenda. Tell us all about it.
Agenda, yeah, I went yesterday up in Long Beach, all about it. I mean, for those that don't know, it's pretty much just a big trade show where companies show, like, products for the upcoming seasons. And, I mean, there's always announcements at Agenda. So, I mean, there's some announcements yesterday. Diamond Footwear announced Boo Johnson and Jamie Foy.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's dissect each one a little bit. Jamie Foy did what seemed like to be that we thought no one would ever do. However, he was Flo for Nike SB. He left Nike SB to go over to Diamond Footwear. Anyone shocked, or you guys say saw it coming? Or not shocked and say that makes sense? Or you guys are completely shocked?
I feel like I didn't see it coming, but I mean, do you blame him for leaving the Flo route to get a paycheck?
No,
yeah, I didn't see it coming necessarily, but at the same time, like, one thing I feel like Nike has, with their program being so big, I feel like you can't lose Jamie, because not only is Jamie a big dude, he's making big moves, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, he can just, like, there's so many Flow kids at Nike. Like, at Diamond, he's one of 5 people. There's 5 people on that team, so, like, Diamond's gonna probably do stuff with them quicker, like more video projects or a colorway or something like that. That opportunity is going to come up much faster over at that company for him.
But is Diamond the right place for him? Does he fit well on Diamond?
I like the way he looked in the swoosh, but...
So, no. So, is that no?
I like the way he looked in Nike's better.
Okay. Mike
I'm
Medina.
not saying it's wrong.
I mean, in my opinion, I feel like it's not a bad fit. Because it's this young, up-and-coming brand that's trying to, stay with these younger, like, demographic skaters, I guess, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, to have Jamie Foy over on Diamond as opposed to this Nike where, like you said, he could essentially get lost. Like, you know what I mean? Just lost in the shuffle the way we see.
I like that term, by the way. He might get lost in the mix.
It's ridiculously true, and it's unfortunate, but I mean, Nike, like Grant says, Nike is out there flowing thousands and, like, you know what I mean, hundreds if not thousands of dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, Medina, could you raise your camera a little bit? It's like it cuts off part of your head. Is that possible?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what I was gonna say was, I mean, like I said before, you can't blame a guy for leaving a company that you may essentially get lost in, and then go to a company that's going to, like, promote the fuck out of you and push you as one of their face people of their up-and-coming brand. Like Grant said, there's 5 people there. So the fact that he's going to, have a genuine spot on this team as opposed to this brand who gives people stuff.
Yeah, you've seen tons of people do that in other cases. For more companies.
What do you mean?
Think about, like Deshaun Jordan. He was, like, Element Flow, and he went to Sovereign.
And now everyone knows who he is?
Because now he's one of the younger dudes getting hooked up through Rio. And now he's over at Sovereign too, because you're right? Like, it's a smaller team that can probably help him, like, get somewhere faster in those cases. That's what it seems like. It's like the same thing for Jamie.
I don't even necessarily think it's getting somewhere faster. It's just getting out there and being known.
They can promote him more because there's less people involved.
Exactly.
So and that's all just a personal thing, and that's good for them.
Yeah, I feel like, especially in the case of Boo Johnson, like, obviously anyone who listens to the skate podcast knows I'm a huge Boo fan.
Yeah.
So it's like, for him to leave a place that he was clearly not comfortable at and didn't want to be a part of anymore, to go to somewhere that he's, like, fits in all the fucking way. Like, Diamond was one of the first companies that supported him. Like, I think that's sick, in my opinion. Like, would I've liked to see him on Vans when I saw those photos of him rocking skate highs? Yeah, I would. But does it make sense that he would go to Diamond? Absolutely.
Boo Johnson made a funny point. He said that there's no more N-words at Supra
And he lists all the black dudes.
R.I.P. Yeah, R.I.P. Terry Kennedy, Stevie Williams, Kevin Romar, Nick Tucker, Neen, Boo. He named himself.
Yeah, he named himself. I think that's hilarious. I know. Dude's hilarious, man.
Yeah. Did you know what's funny now that Grant mentions it? I actually liked Jamie Foy better on Nike also. But if it wasn't Nike, why is that? I don't know. I like Big Boy in the swoosh, I guess.
But big pinch?
Yeah. I guess the pinch looks the best when it's on the Nike. One time my friend called it the Nike check, so I'm gonna make fun of him and call it that.
But that's like a Mexican thing to say. That's what like people. I grew up calling it a check too.
Oh wow, that's funny.
Yeah, but anyway,
if it wasn't that, I'm curious to see what else. I don't know why I'm fascinated by this, because I agree with Grant in a little bit of a way, and maybe this is because we haven't heard Diamond hasn't really established itself in the skateboarding world, in my opinion, in the shoe realm, because we haven't heard anything from Diamond until recently, until they made their announcement, dead quiet. So maybe they've been working really hard, and it's apparent that they have been. In my opinion, if I'm going to be put on the spot, I actually would like to see Jamie Foy on Adidas.
You just want everyone on Adidas.
A lot of the young dudes fit good over there.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me.
3-stripe everybody. Fuck it.
Yeah, hit them with those 3 slides.
Yep.
All right. What else happened over there, agenda? What other announcements, Grant?
Mystery announced Schmatty Chaffin as with the pro model board, and Moose.
Also with the pro model board.
Yeah.
Well, Moose was already pro. Schmatty wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. They turned him pro. Welcome to the team pro shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Is that the first time that's happened?
No, Peacock last year.
They didn't introduce him as a pro, though.
No, they didn't introduce him. They just showed his board a ton.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
No. What I meant is that. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, because when you said they introduced, like, he wasn't pro prior to being on Mystery, no?
No, he was AM for DGK.
Yeah, so that's the first time that I'm familiar with that happening. If a new sponsor and pro board getting on the team,
the welcome clip is yeah.
Has that happened?
That welcome promo is gnarly. Those dudes are killing it in that.
I can't think of one, Drew.
Mike?
If you gave me a minute, I feel like it's happened before.
Well, if it has, that's news to me. That is news to me. What else happened over there, Grant?
Those were the 2 big announcements. They had that flat bar contest, 100-foot rail.
Mm-hmm. Jamie took that one, right? I heard.
Yeah, he won. That was just. I'm sure he did a long front crook. I wasn't there the whole time, but I mean, I think the only thing that went down across the whole thing was a 50. I mean, not to downplay that, but.
I was gonna say 100 feet anything is fucking gnarly.
And I actually looked at the rail from like straight on. It went straight for a while, and then it kind of like it was weird. Like it wasn't.
Off.
Yeah, it went like that. It was weird, but yeah, Jamie won. I think it was kind of like a best trick type of thing, but kind of based off like cumulative tricks, like because I think Jamie did a lot of crazy stuff.
Just pinched every way he can pinch.
Probably. It was crazy, and that was funny. I was standing next to Chad Muska, and it was like
Fuck
kind of towards the front of the rail, so it was like you would just watch people, like you would just go like this. And Chad, he's like, I'm starting to get dizzy. I was like, I know me too.
That's what the Muska said?
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
Funny. I mean, most people were just doing feebles or Smiths, or maybe 50. Chris Troy crooked like half of it, probably like almost a 50-foot crook, and then popped over, which was tight.
God damn.
Chris Troy was going the fastest for sure.
That's sick.
And then, but yeah, other than that, it was just the normal like new products and everything. I don't think there's any other like team announcements, but.
Yo, Greg, can you talk about what we talked about with the Lakai booth?
Yeah. I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, I told both of you guys. They didn't really have a booth. Instead of a booth, like they had a van, and it's for Stevie Presnu's shoe. And so it said like Flacco's Tacos because they call him Flacco, and
the name of the shoe.
That's his nickname.
That's his nickname, but I don't really know what the shoe's called.
Yeah, it could be called the fucking Flacco for all we know. Yeah.
So it just said like Flacco's Tacos and had like a graphic of his face, and then like on the what's it called, the dashboard of the van, there was like a couple hats with that graphic and 2 shoes, and a T-shirt or something, but there was no one from Lakai there. Like, you couldn't talk to anyone from the brand. Like, all they had was just a van that was parked there.
You found that really strange.
I thought it was weird because I didn't see anyone else. Like, every other brand obviously has, like, the sales reps or maybe, like, a TM's there hanging out and, like, some team riders. Or, I don't know, like, people you can talk to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, at these trade shows, a lot of it is buyers from skate shops, like, lining up what they're going to order. So, I mean, I mean, I guess if you wanted to order the Flacco, I don't know what you were supposed to do. I mean, I don't know if there were some instructions I didn't see, but there was no one to talk to.
You talk about what we ended up finding out it was.
Oh yeah, well they had like little Instagram contests, right? Like if you're at Agenda, post a photo of it and you can like win free shoes. But I don't know, it's still strange to me. So,
Did you put your face on the? Did you do one of those face shots that was done on the Leap of Faith, like Tyrone?
Oh no, I didn't even see that thing. I don't know. That was probably Leap of Faith was probably at the Dwindle booth. I didn't even notice it. I just saw everyone else posting them when I left.
There was a funny one where this guy had his head tilted up, and then someone was pouring a beer in his mouth while he was jumping down Leap of Faith.
That's sick. Yeah, and then I didn't go.
You know, I'm a little disappointed because that's at the school you just graduated, so I'm bummed that you couldn't. I told you to hit that up before you left. You could have said I finally did it.
And then I know I didn't go because I left like during that flat bar thing, but they had a 20 years of Zero like art show and party, and there's some boards coming out from that.
Windsor got announced on Zero.
Yeah, sorry, I just thought of that actually. The other announcement is Windsor got put on Zero.
Love Windsor.
Yeah, so that's.
You know, I was having a conversation with my friend about that. He said he's the first black skater on there, and I said, no, they had your boy
Forrest
Edwards. He said he don't count. He don't count. I said he counts.
How's he not count?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Jose, don't listen to Jose. He says a lot of funny stuff, and there's gonna be another funny one. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit what Jose told me. He's a friend of mine from work.
And then,
yeah, go ahead.
Up?
No, you want to talk about Alfonso? You were over there at his booth, right?
Yeah, everybody skates it. I already posted up that article with a bunch of photos up on United website.
UnitedSkateboarding.com. Go check that out.
Fuck yeah.
They had a bunch of stuff, like a ton of new hats, like the dad hats, obviously, because I mean those are the big thing right now.
They're comfy, man.
We'll get
They're
onto
comfy.
that. And then just some normal like 6-panel snapbacks. The ones I like, the pancake, as Drew calls it, like the unstructured 6-panel or 5-panel ones, whichever. And then some 5-panel hats, some corduroy hats, a bunch of new beanies, polos, short sleeve and long sleeve polos, crew necks, sweatshirts, everything. They had a ton of new stuff. Yeah,
that embroidery is crazy.
Yeah, and then they did some big. I think that Alfonso worked on these big embroider things that are at the booth, like not for sale, just for decoration. Like pretty big thing. It was pretty sick. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they were busy. I walked past their booth a few times, and they had a lot of people talking to them. So I was hyped for them. Yeah,
me too.
Definitely.
That brand is so sick.
Yeah, and then over at the DGK booth, they were playing that. What was that new video? Like the DGK All Night. I don't know if you happen to see that. That came out this week.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
did you watch it?
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot to answer the notes. It's like 5 minutes or something.
Okay. Well, tell me, was it everyone on the team?
Most of the team, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, who's? I feel like I don't really know who's over there.
The only people I remember
Dane Vaughn
is Dane and Boo, but
yeah.
there's other dudes. Those are just people that stand out from my memory. But they're just playing that video and whatever. Had some new boards on the wall.
Fuck yeah.
Where else did I go? I mean, obviously I went to Converse.
yeah. So what are they doing?
They have a couple new shoe models. They're doing a mid-top style, the 1-star. The black one, I think, comes out next month, and then they had a whole bunch of new colorways for that are coming out down the line. I know Aaron Harrington has a colorway of the Sumner shoe that drops in September, and then a couple new models. There's one model I didn't catch the name of it, but that they had Sage help design, which is pretty cool. And then Bobby DeKaiser has a colorway, I think, for the 1-star. And then there's another new shoe called the Crimson, which is pretty sick. And
what makes it so sick?
Oh, it's just different. It's pretty different than all the other Converse shoes, so I thought it was a good thing for them to make. And
do they do pro models over there?
Pro models, yeah. Kenny Anderson has had multiple.
Kenny Anderson, is that the only one? Trapasso?
Yeah, Nick did back when he was on, and then yeah, pretty much. I mean, the rest of it's a lot of colorways are like signature editions, stuff like that.
But the Crimson, what's so different about it? Do they not use shoelaces? What's so different?
No, I mean, it's just different from most other Converse. It's kind of, I guess you could somewhat compare it to a Vans Authentic, but the whole upper, like the toe area, is all kind of like, it's not like a rubber toe like you think of a big old white thing on there.
Sure.
It's all kind of like this, like synthetic, rubbery, like plasticky almost material. So like very durability based, and then the laces are a little higher up than most of the other Converse shoes, so don't be ripping your laces as quick. And I posted all those photos are also up on United Skateboarding, so you can see all the new colorways. And then there's a photo of that crimson shoe. They had a lot of stuff going on over there. That booth was busy.
You know, they also had that dope collaboration with Henry Jones and Skate
And Skate
Mafia.
Yeah, they had
sick.
yeah, they had all those boards out on the wall. Those ones were looking good.
Did they have one for each rider?
Yeah, I know. I can.
Did you take photos of that too?
Yeah, those aren't posted yet, but
Oh, I can't wait to see those. I saw a few that Skate Mafia had
All right, here we
reposted,
go.
or Henry Jones reposted, and I like the Kellen James where the weed is like made of SM. Yeah. I'm really curious to see Dury's and Kramer's.
Yeah, I want to see the West one.
That dude Xavier, he lives out in Spain, right?
I think so.
Okay,
Barcelona.
Yeah, there's him. And then there's Laurel, Jimmy, Jamie, Kellen, Surrey, and Kramer. I can try to show them on here if that'll. I don't know if it'll come up very well.
No Brandon Turner?
Oh, I didn't see one. No. I think this photo is all of them, and I didn't see one from him.
What about Smolik?
Oh, that looks crazy.
Smolik.
They didn't have a Smolik one, huh?
Nah, there's a lot of word going around that Smolik is separated from the Mafia, but yeah, his board wasn't there. We'll leave it at that for now. And then they had another new series. It was like the wood grain back, liquid wood grain background, different colors wood grain, and then it would just have like the normal SM logo and then the rider's name under it. Those were pretty cool. Like
that's raw.
Yeah, those were nice. I'll send you guys these Henry Jones ones. Oh, and then there's a new see if I can pull this photo up. There was a new shoe for Andrew Reynolds.
Oh, fuck yeah.
An America shoe.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
I mean,
how come they haven't promoted that?
Well, this stuff, all the stuff of the agenda isn't coming out till spring. The agenda.
You think they still announce it or somebody announce it?
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know if you guys can see that.
Especially with that whole Adidas controversy.
Yeah, so that's his newer shoe. I can send that photo over if you guys want to take a look at that as well. And I know there was a new.
We're having a last-minute addition to the podcast. Would you guys be down to have Mikey Taylor come on right now?
Yeah, pop him in.
Okay.
And then Chico Brenes has a new shoe for DVS, and the whole DVS thing was all about like some new lightweight technology that they're into right now. Let's see. Oh, Ashad Ware has signature bolts and grip coming out for Shake
Are all these his shoe in different colorways? The new Reynolds?
No, the top one's a different shoe.
So the last two, the middle and the bottom one.
Yeah. And then there was.
Do you have a name for it?
No.
They just said the new Reynolds shoe?
Well, it just said his name on it. It doesn't. There's no like labeling on the around agenda like it just said. Yeah, I just saw it. Literally says Reynolds on it.
I don't see Reynolds anywhere on the shoe. Is it on the tongue?
Yeah, it was on the tongue.
I wish you.
And then so Ashad has some signature shake jump grip that's clear with like black shake jump, which is pretty funny.
Do you like that?
I'm not gonna get it, but I think he'll look. I remember he had clear grip at Tampa Pro a couple years ago with like a $20 bill in it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he focused it at the end of the contest, took the 20 out, and then threw the pieces of the board. It was so funny that cracked me up.
That's
I
didn't know that.
For him. Yeah, and then the Gons. I didn't look at all the Adidas stuff. I probably should have more. But they had an Audi Ease. It's like this little like light pinkish colorway of it, and with it gone, so it has this here on the tongue, like with his, that Adidas logo he always has, like, with his little artwork combined in there, and then it has writing on all over the shoe, like stuff that Gons wrote. Really hard to see with this camera for some reason.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I mean, most all these photos are going to be up on United probably this week. Oh, as came out with, the Sal shoe?
They made a mid, right?
Yeah, they reissued the mid-top version, and the mid-top version has a sock thing, kind of like the Costin 3.
Mm.
It's trippy. So, I looked at those, but I don't know.
What'd you think?
That's not my deal, I'll tell you that. I mean, everyone knows what shoes I wear.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I'd be interested in what you guys thought more than what I thought.
About what?
About that shoe.
What shoe? Oh, the style shoe?
Yeah, the mid-top one with the sock liner thingy.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that. No, I didn't see that yet.
I saw it on Instagram earlier.
This is funny. Primitive came out with the Shane O'Neill graphic. Nope, there's always like that Shane O'Neill robot joke.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Hold
it back up. Get that back in there. Hold that up.
That graphic made me laugh. I'll say that.
He looks like MF Doom.
So yeah, I thought that graphic was funny. Over at Zoo York, Chaz's name wasn't very apparent, so I don't know. I don't have any like insider info. All I'm saying is there was, I think, one Chaz board, and it was pretty much hidden, so it was a weird deal.
It was hidden. What? It was in the back?
They had most of their boards on the wall, and then they had like this little like a table, like a glass table, and there was boards in the table too. But the table's like where people are sitting and talking. So like, and his only board at the whole booth was in that table, so it was like kind of like.
It's because he's fucking leaving.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like, but.
He is.
I don't. Yeah.
Get away from that trash ass brand anyway.
I don't know if there's actually any new Deathlands products. Maybe these handles are new or something. They had a bunch of those.
You said Deathlands?
Yeah.
I like that one with the VX handle, but the thing that bothers me is it looks like the microphone to it doesn't actually function.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, they had
Have you seen the VX handle?
Is it this? Yeah, I think you're talking about this. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had those. And
does that microphone function?
No, that's what I was saying. I don't think it functions.
I was wondering the same question when I saw that photo.
Because I went on their website and I was like, dude, that one's sick as fuck. And as much as I hate the VX, yeah, I get it. All right, I'm a fucking, what is that word?
Hypocrite?
A hypocrite, yeah. I was gonna say I'm a counterfeit. I'm a hypocrite.
If you said that, I would have dolphined pretty hard. I'm a counterfeit.
That's the new word for you're fake. You're a counterfeit.
We should probably move on pretty quick. Oh, but there was some IC stuff over at Baker Boys since they just got signed, which we haven't even talked about on here yet.
IC?
Illegal
civilization.
Oh, that's right. That's to do with your boy Gary Rogers, right?
Yeah, he's homies with them. Yeah.
I thought that's his.
Everybody. No, it's like
Gary's thing is Thrasher Boys.
That Olin guy.
Yeah, Olin Renat. The dude that films is Mikey. Kevin Bradley and Nikel came up with them. But yeah, now it's a board company, which is through Baker.
Is ABC Hatco through Baker Boys also?
Dude, that was weird because on Agenda's website, it's listed as they were gonna have a booth, and I'm not saying it's impossible that it was there and I missed it, but I could not find it. I walked a lot of laps through there and I could not find it. And
did you walk through every booth?
For the most part, but it's also kind of set up. There's like the barracks agenda, which I mean it's all one big room, but the barracks part is like where all the skate stuff is, and I didn't see it in there. And I walked through. I'm pretty sure I probably passed just about every booth in the barracks part. I mean, I had to leave the barracks part and go to like the where like some other bigger footwear companies are, where like they had Vans, which they were giving out waffles, which was tight. I ate a nice waffle.
I was gonna say, was it good?
Yeah, they were cooking the waffles right there, so I grabbed myself. Well, they call it.
We got him here.
It was called a waffle pop. Oh, Mikey Taylor's in the house.
Mikey Taylor and
he's with Chris Ray. That makes sense.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The Flying Strangers boys.
The Hammies.
Are you guys doing it via satellite? I mean, via network?
We're in Canada. Yeah, we're in Canada. Is it a shitty network?
I mean, you guys look like you're a little lower budget than a VX, but I mean, we're happy to have you. It's okay. Don't worry about it, Chris. We're happy that.
Man.
I do wish you had a little bit of a microphone on you, though. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, get back here.
Closer? Like this?
Uh-oh.
This was like really last minute. We were really prepared.
Oh, you sound good
Back
now.
to skating, so you guys were.
Oh no, we
Yeah.
appreciate the time. Yes. Well, we'll get you in. We'll get you on a few topics. I don't know what you guys have planned. What time is it over there right now?
Almost 10 at night.
Oh, okay. So you guys have already done all the fun stuff, unless Chris is about to bust out the generator.
I'm logging the footage.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, you know what? We'd like to get your guys' opinions on the. We'll start off with the new topic: Tony Hawk's 900.
You want to touch on that?
What do I know?
I thought that shit was sick, dude. I thought that was
Yeah, fuck yeah.
How do you?
That's not ever, right?
Yeah, that was dope. I thought it was sicker than the first time he did it.
What would be the last trick you'd ever do?
In my
oh,
life?
Yeah.
Not a 900. 48? No way.
Front
No.
people.
Hey, and he was like working for it too. He was
Yeah,
taking,
that's
like,
what I was gonna
slams.
say.
Yeah, he got slammed. Hey, Drew, he got bodied for sure.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did. He got worked and still said, "Fuck that, I'm the Birdman."
He got
48 years
buckled.
old doing a
I
900. I wonder what spawned that. Did he wake up and said, "Fuck it, fuck it, I'm fucking over it.
Let's do it, Birdman, bitch.
I'm gonna show him why they call me the Hawk, bitch."
I
Goes
love it,
Straight
though.
up.
Goes to the ramp, jumps down on that bitch, and spins it 2 times. He's like, "Fuck, I could probably
Bro,
do it."
he was eating the shit too at first, and he just
Yeah,
said,
dude,
"Nah,
one of them, he got worked.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking Tony Hawk,
He
children."
threw his helmet, bam. On the
Yeah,
ball.
who knows?
Oh, but when he landed it, that helmet throw was such a statement.
Yeah,
He
epic.
probably got some pussy after that.
He's
The
married.
way, he went over to his
He's
wife's
married,
house.
though, so probably not.
Uh oh.
All right, we
Well, looks like they're audio only. Oh, they're
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 back,
popping
they're
in and out.
Because
We'll
they're
cover
in
that.
Canada, eh?
All right.
Eh?
Mikey, what would be your last trick if you had one last trick to do?
A front crook, huh?
I'm gonna go front feeble.
Well, how old? What's my age?
Just say you're
You're
Tony Hawk's
48.
age. You're 48 years old.
I'm 48 years old.
But isn't it more of like retiring a trick that you're sick of doing or something that people ask you to do?
No, I think Tony Hawk woke up. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna do a 900 today. Did a 900.
But he said
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. The last one.
Oh,
Well,
did he say-
let's not put an age on it. Let's say if you were given, like, devil's advocate, the devil talked to you, said, you know, Mikey, you're gonna die. You're about to die. You gotta do one trick. What trick are you gonna do?
He turned his mic off. He couldn't
Phone
decide.
call.
What do you say?
No,
Bo-
hang on. Are we back?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
Phone call. That's what
Blake
happened.
just tried to call us. We back?
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, you're good.
We back?
Oh no!
Oh,
Blame Canada. Blame.
Okay, we're back.
Canada internet.
Oh, Canada. Come on.
Come on, Canada. Come on, eh?
I think we're about to come back, though. I feel it.
yeah, I see you guys.
All right.
Can you hear us?
All right. Yeah.
All right.
We're good. We're good.
I'm really curious about the trick because Chris, after he threw it out, I'm really curious.
Okay, so if I could just do one more trick, and that's the last trick I ever get to
That's
do.
the last trick you get to do.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I know.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
What's
Oh,
your favorite trick?
you
Is
know
it
what?
your favorite trick or is it a trick that you're just
I'm
like?
just trying to. There's so many tricks. I feel
Are
so.
you gonna go out in a bang?
If it was
Drew,
the last
what are you
trick,
gonna do?
You know what?
Oh,
Let's
I
go
know
around
it
while
is.
they think.
I know what it is.
You
I
do?
know what it is.
What's it?
Oh, he got it.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one because I work. That's the hardest trick I ever worked for to learn. And every
Yeah.
time I do it, I'm so
Yeah.
happy. It'd be
Oh,
hard.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard flip.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
What about you,
Alright.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris, we know you got some skate game. What you got, Chris? What was the last trick you do?
Me, I like front blunts on flat bars.
I didn't. What? You got a front blunt? Hey, Mikey, I know you lost your GoPro. I know you got a backup one. If you could use your backup GoPro to film Chris Ray to do a blunt slide or a blunt, you said blunt slide or blunt stall?
Front blunt.
Front blunt to do a front blunt
How you
slide.
gonna front blunt stall a rail?
Oh,
I didn't.
and I just, what's the next subject? How about that?
Well, you know what? Yeah. Now that we have you, Mikey, you posted that you lost your GoPro. Has it been found, and has anyone reached out to you yet about it?
Oh, you ready for this one? Hey, so
Oh,
you know, like the dude who like loses something and he's stressing out, asking everyone where it went, who took it, and then like an
You
hour
didn't
later,
even
he finds
lose it,
He
huh?
found it. He
That
totally
was in your
found it.
bag.
Oh man.
wait.
that's
What
fucking
happened? No.
funny.
Is that what happened? Mikey, I can't hear you.
Damn,
We're getting some bad
we're
reception.
getting bad reception. Are we
Mikey
still
to
here?
Mikey to Houston. I hear you. So you didn't lose it?
So I searched everywhere for this thing, and I was like, dang it, dude, I lost this. And like I've been filming all week long because I can't skate right now to make this YouTube video.
Mhm.
And then we pull up to a spot, I can't find it anywhere. So I was like, thought I left it at the spot. And then we got to Canada, and it was it somehow slipped into my like head pillow for flying, like in the
neck
case,
pillow.
in the neck pillow. So I found it. So now I gotta make a video saying, hey, I blew it. I actually have it. Sorry, bros.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
So-
how many kids ran over to that spot trying to find something that never existed?
Yeah. That's so lame, right?
That's hella funny.
Giveaway or something, I know.
They're like, fuck, that one dude got it. That asshole
Almost
got it.
wanted to-
He lives right across the street. He probably fucking took it. That fucking dick.
I almost wanted to make a fake one though. Be like, hey, this bro found it. He sent me the footage.
No, you're on Skate Fillet. Everybody knows now.
Yeah, right?
Okay, next topic. You guys hear about Shane O'Neill and Manny Santiago getting hacked on Twitter?
Yeah, they got hacked by like stripper bitches or something, right?
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know,
Dude,
I woke up that morning and I see Shane O'Neill and I had to double take. Like he's over here posting about live shows, nude shows, and his avatar had moved to boobs. It was just a nice set of tits, and I was like, these tits are verified as Shane O'Neill. Are these Shane O'Neill's tits? What's he doing? What's he doing?
Really? No, I didn't even hear about it. We're lost out here. We didn't hear about it.
Yeah, him and Manny Santiago both got hacked within days of each other.
Is this still happening?
Nah, Manny
No, they're
got cleared
good.
up. They both got cleared up like that day, I think.
There's the thing to not happen on Instagram.
Yeah,
so.
tell you the truth, I don't really go on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, no, not a lot of skateboarders do, and I find it to be a damn shame because Who Johnson alone, and Ashad Ware,
Hilarious.
and I like that Chris uses Twitter. He uses it seldomly. You know, I'm sure. You know, he's
Chris
busy.
Ray likes to talk about football on Twitter.
Dude, that's the only place I can, man. I follow.
Yeah, it's literally like a platform for voicing your frustration, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a Chicago fan, Chris. I'm screwed.
I'm sorry.
All around the board.
Twitter's great.
Hell yeah.
Twitter's great. Give it a chance, Mikey. Give it a chance. I'm an advocate for Twitter because it's popular in every other platforms. It is solidified that Instagram is the platform for skateboarders.
It's the
But
best.
in MMA, in gaming,
No,
sports,
Mikey's over.
it is all
Mikey's
Twitter.
over.
Twitter is just going
No.
ham, but skateboarders don't care about it.
Hey, it's because I'm like more visual. I like
Sure.
you know.
That's how I am too.
I get it. I understand.
Snapchat, and I think Snapchat sucks.
Well, you told me you quit Snapchat, Chris, because you were saying that you found yourself spending more time on Snapchat than actual filming. You said, "Well, I don't get
Yeah,
paid.
basically.
I don't get paid
I
to film
couldn't save-
Snapchat videos."
I can't save the Snapchat videos. It's stupid.
You can't save them.
Like I would film something and be like,
You can save them.
yeah, and then they're all
Yeah,
4:3.
I get it.
It's-
I get it.
And the quality sucks.
And if you don't do
Yeah,
that
why
full
does the quality
story throughout the
suck
whole
so
day,
much?
then
Yeah. But moving right
Our
along.
quality's shitty because we're on.
Let's go into another topic.
No,
You
I
guys-
meant the Snapchat quality in general. Like, if
Yeah.
I have a fucking iPhone 6, why does my shit look like an iPhone 4?
yeah, I get it.
'cause
I
I
don't
don't
get it.
That's,
Hey, this is a little bit of a curveball. Brian Herman has left his apparel sponsor Altamont.
yeah, you know what?
You told me that last week. Yeah, Mike
I've
was
known
telling
that
me
for a
that,
while.
You've known it for a while, so he's been off for a while.
No, I just knew he was leaving. I think he was waiting for the contract to be up.
Why was he leaving, Mike? Tell me what's he doing? What's he thinking?
You know what? I don't know what he's thinking. The
You know
last time
what?
I
You're
talked
full of
about
shit.
it,
I know you fucking know. I know you're just giving me the dick around answer. I know you know. What's he doing? You're probably part of it too.
I feel like he told I
Villager
actually
apparel?
I don't know what I knew what he wanted to do. I knew like a couple options, but I just haven't talked to him the last few months, so I don't know.
Oh,
I
options.
knew he
Great,
was leaving.
great. So what are those options again? What'd you say?
You know what though? Sometimes the things you want to ride for, they just don't want you to ride for them. So it doesn't work as far as like what I think that's how all of us are. But I don't know what he's doing. I actually don't. I just knew he's
Mikey, is Herman a part of Villager with you guys?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's like the St. Archer crew's back at it again. All of y'all just moved on to another thing.
Yeah, well, you know what? Everybody basically, for us, like all these people believed in what we were doing with St. Archer enough to give us, a lot of people, their life savings. So for us to do the next thing now, it only felt right to include the people that believed in us the first time. So as far as the St. Archer guys, we let anybody who wanted to be involved be involved.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're
so
no longer no one's no longer involved with St. Archer, right? Because that's sold. Is that correct?
No, we still are actually. We didn't sell the whole company.
Oh, so you have shares in it, or how's that work?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Correct
okay.
me if I'm wrong. Is there not Mikey Taylor liquor signs at liquor stores of you smiling with beers?
Oh, there
Yeah,
is.
there is.
That's
I've seen them.
amazing. God
Yeah,
damn, I
liquor
love
signs?
that. Yeah, at liquor stores. I've been like tagged in a few photos on Instagram of him like cheesing is like drinking a beer. It's like St. Archer.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Exactly.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's
What
like
a
when
dope.
you
What a.
the posters? We just did that at liquor stores.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's so raw, dude. That's the best thing.
Yeah,
best
it's pretty funny.
promo ad ever. Here, yeah, take a picture of me drinking beers. Let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah, lifestyle, right?
Yeah, lifestyle as fuck. That's sick.
Well, since Mikey won't give us the goods on the Altamont deal with Brian Herman or tell me where he's going, let's speculate because this is always fun.
Speculation.
This
Yeah.
this is always the grand. This is what I live for. To say a bunch of shit and then be dead wrong about it. This is what I live for. I like to say that you know what? He'll still ride for America, but he'll get on DC apparel.
That's hilarious.
What you got, Michael?
You know what
Oh, Mikey.
What
Oh,
up, Mikey?
Sure. Uh-huh.
I thought he was. I'm not saying he is, but I thought he was maybe gonna do Volume 4.
That's what I was just gonna
That's
say.
what I
It's
seemed
Drew
like.
Baker.
That's what I thought
I was
it
gonna
was
say.
be.
Nah, that don't sound right. The
Yeah,
DC apparel
My
sounds
my
more
main
important.
question about the whole thing is like, all right, not trying to hate or downplay what they've done because I think Altamont is a sick brand, but who the fuck is on Altamont? Boss man? He said, "Fuck it, boss of this too."
Yeah.
Who's over there? Theota said, "Fuck it, I need that Nike money."
Sure.
Didn't Frankie
that half the brand dip for Volume 4?
A lot of people rode for it. Garrett Hill rode for it.
Sibo? Is Sibo still over
I
there?
think Slash was
Oh
riding for
no! Oh no! Sibo's been gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey,
That
I'm
was
not gonna lie, man. I loved Altamont when it first came out. I thought
it was
really
sick. I still think it's pretty sick.
We were seriously talking about Altamont 30 minutes ago in the car.
No
Cool.
shit.
What about it?
How good their shirts fit, like, because they were long. But Mikey doesn't like long shirts anymore. But we were seriously talking about.
Mikey likes just plain shirts. He just likes.
He V-necks, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Look.
I just don't like big. Yeah. Right.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, I don't know.
His money's going up.
I like designs on it, but logos I just don't like huge. I like them smaller. I don't know.
Yeah, I like the
But it
extra
seems-
one.
What about
Yeah,
what
it's
about
like
when you're what about when you used to skate in Street League? You had to wear the big logo ones.
Yeah.
So,
You did?
according to Altamont's website, the only two contributors, as they call them, is Reynolds and Neen Williams.
Oh, sick.
Is Neen still over there?
On Altamont now?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said Frankie. I don't know if he's still on.
Well, that's what they show on their site.
But there's other stuff about Frankie. He had a real board this week.
The hell, Patrick O'Dell is considered a contributor?
Sick.
Is it yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's some. I think they need to clarify here for us.
Didn't Patrick O'Dell used to sit next to Theotis in those sponsor videos?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
those videos were so funny.
They
Those
have
are
a
the
lot of
best.
artists listed on there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. They have listed as Jimi Hendrix as a contributor for music.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
That's
I think they like either licensed out some of the rights to his like likeness or whatever. Because I
Uh-huh.
remember there was like a whole Jimi Hendrix like capsule a few years ago.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
really?
Yeah,
didn't know that.
if I remember correctly, yeah.
I know 4-Star did a shirt with Jimmy.
4-Star sick too.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, none of Krelltap was present at Agenda, by the way.
They weren't?
No, none of Krelltap was there.
Gnarly.
They parked their van and dipped out.
But none of, well,
Oh, he
Lakai,
missed
that's
Agenda.
not even, that's supposedly through Huff.
Yeah. Well, let's
And
move along. Let's move along to other topics because we still have much to talk about.
How was,
Bobby,
how,
yeah.
how,
Huh?
how was it?
How was Agenda?
Is whatever.
Oh, no, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'd never
cool.
been before. Yeah, I had a good time for sure. It was
Well-
rad.
What was the highlight?
Highlight? I don't know. I mean, the 100-foot rail thing, but that's not even really, that's just like out front. Your boy Midler was there?
Oh, did he hit the bar?
Yeah, he was doing some long 50s when I was there. Oh, I heard he backsmith 50 feet.
Whoa, did he slam?
Yeah, that's what Transworld posted a photo and said he did a 50-foot backsmith.
Why was there no sovereign booth?
Right?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
actually going to want to ask
What do you
that.
think? No, he's been able to smith since he came out the win.
Okay.
Where's the Sovereign booth at,
Might be long
Mikey?
ones.
No Sovereign booth this year?
I know, there's only 3 of us that are doing it. I'm out here, and they're on a trip right now, so we just didn't have the manpower to do it.
Next time.
Oh, that's sick.
Bobby DeKaiser is officially
When
on
we say we're
Converse.
small, it's
Go ahead, Grant. This is all yours. Bobby DeKaiser
Bobby?
is on cons.
And they're in Canada, too. You know, that's Bobby's land. Bobby runs that place.
Bobby's from
they're
Canada?
there right now.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
like,
never knew that.
most all his footage is in, like, Vancouver or Toronto, I think.
Is there hella spots in Canada or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
If you watch Bobby's parts, you're going to be
a
like,
lot of
"What?"
them, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, oh, wait, Mikey, and Chris, too, did you
You
guys
guys
ever
like
skate with Bobby when he was on DC?
Yeah, a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you
working
guys
on a
did?
part with him for DC.
The Defunct T thing, you
Yeah, I
filmed
was
that?
gonna say with T-Funk, right?
You filmed that
Yeah,
one?
Defunk It or whatever.
Mhm. Funked.
That was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Were you guys
cool.
surprised when he left, or you saw it coming?
No, I wasn't surprised at all, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised at
What?
all that he left.
Oh yeah.
Does that bum you out,
Chill,
Chris? After
get that?
like, yeah, no, I know you're not gonna be like hard terms or whatever, but does that bum you out at all after like working on a video with him?
No, like I mean, my opinion is like it's like if you're with a chick and then like she's cheating on you or something, and you're just like begging for her to stay, but she doesn't want to. It's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like Bobby
Yeah.
was just like, dude, I don't like the brand. I don't want to be on DC, and it was like, cool, then don't. Then like
Yeah.
go somewhere else. You know, too many rad dudes on the team.
I mean, he found a
Dudes
good
wanna
home
do
for
that, you
sure.
know?
I remember
I feel
right
like
when
he
he left.
fits well with Converse.
He fits
Yeah,
perfect.
dude, he's good, man. He's awesome. He's good. But like I said, if you don't want to ride for the company, then don't. You know.
Right.
Like, we're
Yeah.
not forced you
I mean,
to.
Converse, they already had a colorway
So-
lined up for him that they were showing at Agenda yesterday.
Sick.
And then his Welcome to the Team clip was tight. They were playing it actually at the Converse booth, so he killed it for sure in that.
He
He's put
ripped.
out a lot of footy,
Yeah, he fucking rips.
Yeah, he rips. He really does.
Lots of board control.
Stupid Bob.
What's going on with Frankie Heck? I'm seeing that he's skating really hard. What's up with that? What's he doing?
No, I wrote that he's skating a real board.
Oh, a real
Yeah.
board?
Yeah, he had one.
I actually had lunch with him like 2 weeks ago, kind of randomly, but
Lunch. What would you guys talk about?
Your homies with Frankie?
Yeah. What?
I'm not close with him, but like when I see him, we talk. But he was
business
in
meeting?
LA, and
Business meeting?
we went to lunch. I just wanted to see what he was up to. He was riding real boards. I was just talking to him.
Wait, what?
So-
What started that
Yeah.
connection? Are you guys teammates
So-
on anything?
You had lunch.
I mean,
with
you're both
who?
on Thunder and Spit, but
What'd you say?
What? You had lunch with who?
With Frankie.
Frankie Heck.
Yeah.
This is going to be a Ride Channel headline. Mikey Taylor has lunch.
Nothing will top your headline, Chris, when
Oh,
saying
dude, no,
Not
you
a
know
nice
what? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that headline was hilarious.
Chris wanted to say something. What'd you say?
You sure do.
Come on, Canada.
Canada's
damn it.
not treating you well right now.
Come on, Canada. Get your Wi-Fi
Go
right.
again, Chris. Go again.
Hey, Chris Ray refers to Bobby as a chick who's cheating on him.
The headline.
Oh my God, that's funny.
How's this gonna be? Chris doesn't care about Bobby. Mikey tells everyone Brian Herman writes for Volume 4. And,
Oh, that's so funny.
I like Bobby.
Well,
I like Bobby. Hey, but the reason I asked him about Reel too. I was like, "Are you on Reel?" And he just said Jim's giving him boards right
Yeah.
now.
Makes sense. I mean, he's already hooked up with Thunder and Spit.
His
So.
writing.
I think he's listening now. He always listens.
Oh, Jim, dude. Hey, you're the man. We talk about you all the time up and love skating. So if you're watching, we love you.
Jim Thiebaud?
Yeah, Jim Debo.
yeah,
I love that human.
he listens to the podcast.
Hey,
He'll
Mikey,
hear it.
what connected you and Frankie originally?
He is friends. I was basically with Deshaun and Justin Damer, and he was coming to LA, so we just all linked up.
What
So I
about?
was just talking to him about.
You mentioned Justin Damer. He just came out with his new wave part. Do you see that, right? That's your sovereign
Yeah,
boy.
of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What
Did
do you
guys
think?
like it?
You don't follow
I liked it.
Mikey?
Justin kills it.
Yeah.
He's
Medina,
cool.
Drew, did you guys
He's-
check that one or no? There was a lot
I
of
have
them.
not. I'm
No,
sorry.
you know what's crazy is that this new wave, it's more like a tsunami.
Rapid
They come out with so many fucking new waves.
I love
They
it.
washed away. Like Denny Pham had a fucking new wave.
A tsunami. Denny Pham
Yeah.
is gnarly. He's tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I just got a Jim Thiebaud text with a heart. Oh, I love it.
There you go.
Very
That's
sick.
sick. That's cool.
No, but new waves,
yeah,
man, they are rapid fire. Those things are sick.
It's
Hey,
almost,
Deshaun's recruit. Can we get to that?
yeah.
Oh
Go
my
ahead,
God,
take over.
Gosh. He's just,
Dude.
That's
you know
the one.
what's funny?
That was the one that you showed me right at your house with the gap front board.
Yeah, that's the opener.
A bigger flip front board.
Fakey it on the 10. No,
Oh, wait,
it's funny.
Deshaun?
Yeah, Deshaun's recruit.
Deshaun is so good. He's
Holy
so
shit, man.
Dude, I saw a tweet and Deshaun had retweeted and it was like, usually the lights are off for a recruit, but Deshaun's recruit was lit. Yeah.
That's sick.
The thing about him is though, besides the fact that he's so nice kid, he's like just like he's not gonna change throughout all this. So it's pretty rad seeing all this happen.
That's
I
sick.
said that to Rob Brink after the first episode of Weekend Buzz about Deshaun. I was like, man, every time I see an interview with this dude, I like him even more. Big fan.
Yeah, he's so. Yeah.
I mean, the laser flip back nose grind was.
Yeah, who the fuck does that? Jesus Christ.
I've never seen that.
Shit.
I know. He has a video part. He's in the new wave also, so he has a video part coming out, I think, next week.
That's the one that they premiered in About the Barracks, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. Yeah.
Sick.
Yo, speaking of new waves, did you see the Chicago homie or what?
I watched Timmy
Which one?
Johnson.
Timmy fucking Johnson, dude.
Is his new wave up?
Holy shit. Yeah, it dropped
But yeah,
today,
Mike,
I
I don't
believe.
understand. Is that actually his new part?
Yeah, his new wave is up, yeah.
Yeah, but it says like retro.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that means. What does that mean when it says retro? It's not, none of that's like, I haven't seen any of that footage before.
But look at, in the description,
I think
I'll
retro's-
pull it up right now.
I know that it
also
says retro, I saw that. I don't know what the fuck that means, honestly. All
I
I know
know, but
is
it
that
also
that dude
says
is
that-
so
That's-
ridiculously good at
Oh, the new-
switchback tail. It's retro new?
Oh,
It's
was
pri-
he switchback? Was it switchback on the curve ledge?
Yeah, and he does switchback tail to switch heel to forward, which is fucked up.
All right, you want me to read it real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
All right, so it says Timmy Johnson, retro, next new wave. If we've done our job correctly, you're right about now starting to get the idea that we think Timmy Johnson is one smooth operator, but like anyone bound for greatness, they must touch their toes in foreign waters from time to time so that the world can see how good they are. Timmy left Chicago recently and headed west for California. He's got a new part coming out in December that will surely blow your away. But for now, let's take a look at why he ended up on the next new wave list in the first place. You just might be seeing the birth of... Yeah, so is this used footage? I haven't
Bro,
seen it
I'm
personally.
like I know him personally, and like I know all the brands that he rides for, and I've never seen any of that shit.
Okay, so maybe they're just saying he has another part too.
Yeah, gotta be. I mean, sounds good to me. Bring out more Timmy. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it after we get off with you guys.
So many Chicago spots, dude. So many Chicago spots.
I could tell you.
I was really hyped on that.
Hey, the back nose grind, nollie back heel on that bank to coping ledge in Chicago?
Dude, I was literally there on Sunday or Saturday.
Yeah. Dude, that thing's still there? That thing looks tight.
Yeah, it's also the same spot that I don't know if you're familiar with Jeremy Liabras when he did the frontside blunt down that skinny ass rail, the really tall one.
Oh yeah.
It's at that same spot.
Okay.
Yeah, same
I've
school.
seen that ledge a lot of times.
It's in Humboldt Park, like 2 blocks away from my friend's house.
Dang, that's tight. Yeah, that clip was sick.
Yeah. It's pretty much a fucking skate park. When Kalis was on the show, he was talking about it too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Keep it moving.
What do we got lined up?
Next, I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the 9 Club with Louis Barletta, where he mentioned Jimmy Carlin.
Yeah.
And the reason why they kicked him off.
I watched that. I like that show.
That show's great, man. I love it.
Big fan of all these podcasts.
I'd say
I like that Louis didn't bullshit and he kept it real.
Yeah.
You got to keep it real, man.
I like that. Yeah, he straight up said like it was almost like we could pace. He was not living up to the expectations as a pro skateboarder, and like he was basically just taking the paycheck. And that's straight up what Louis said, right?
Yeah, and he was going on trips, and he was just hanging out. Where they could spend that money on someone who's trying to come up and get some exposure. What are you guys laughing at over there? You guys laughing at Jimmy?
No, just you said dudes go on trips and just chill and hang out, and I said I hate when dudes do that.
Mikey, nice.
But he's hurt.
Yeah, that sucks. That's always the worst.
I don't like that
but like,
either.
wasn't Jimmy hurt too? So it's kind of like.
Jimmy, what do you mean Jimmy was hurt?
Wasn't Jimmy hurt for a while? Didn't he like blow his knee out or some shit like that?
Not the whole time he was on Enjoy. I mean, that would be unfair. I mean, you have to. I mean, dude, he was on there for a while, so it just seemed like Louis wanted more stuff produced out of him.
Well, he wanted a part in Obervert, is what he said.
Right.
Yeah, but then they also were saying how they decided. They said they had an agreement. Okay, well that's going to be the circle part, and that part didn't even happen.
Right. So even after that, where's the footage for the circuit part?
Yeah, but I mean,
the
circuit commercial for his pro shoe, it's I think probably like 5-ish clips, maybe even less. So there's some, but it's obviously far from. I mean, Ride Channel might call it a part, but you never know what they'll call it. They'll call
You think Circa pulls that shoe?
It's possible, and if
they
do,
I was actually at Agenda yesterday. They were saying that some Italian dude, I don't know who. That's literally the word I heard. The term was some Italian dude bought Circa. So who knows?
Some Italian dude.
Yeah. So I mean, I would expect changes over there. Yeah, Circa got bought. So we'll see what happens over there.
Hey, can we all agree? Maybe it was just how Nick was.
Oh, Canada! Fuck you, Canada!
Canada's not treating us well right now.
Damn you, Canada!
I'm really hyped that Chris took the opportunity to come on here, but Canada, it was working well for a while, but Canada's just being a dick.
Mikey, can you repeat that if you can?
Oh, you're still here.
You're in and out. You're like the wave. You're the new wave.
You're the next new
Yeah,
wave.
you know what?
Sorry,
Hey, we're just new wave over here.
Sorry,
you know?
new wave. This new wave.
Oh man.
You heard like a few syllables, and then half the word wave.
Yeah, that wave is more like a shore break.
Let's do it when we get back. Then.
Okay.
We can hear you now.
Thanks. Hey, Drew, just so you know, can you hear me?
Yes.
We're at a demo today, and some kid comes up to me, rushes up to me, and says, Dude, I saw you on Skate Fillet.
No way. In
No,
Canada?
That's so sick.
Not any
That's
of the videos I've
amazing.
ever worked on or the cool people I've got to film. But I saw you on Skate Fillet.
Oh, no way.
That's
And
sick
that
ride.
happened in Canada?
Yeah, he was in Canada.
Oh.
That's
You know what?
amazing.
I take it back.
Montreal.
I take it back. Canada, your Wi-Fi is decent. We appreciate it. We like you over there.
We fuck with you now, Canada.
That's amazing.
So you guys gonna take off right now?
I think they just said that because
Still can't hear him, but
No, it's the Canadian Wi-Fi's budget is
Just again,
fucked.
Amazing.
who ran from before. Yeah.
Yeah, all I got was yeah.
yeah. All I got was yeah. Well, I'm assuming I'm assuming that's it. But I'm glad that Chris told me that. I appreciate it, and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and we'll catch you guys next time. We'll get you back when you're in the States. We'll get you
Yeah.
back on as a real guest.
That's
Or
tight. Thanks,
as
Mikey and Chris.
yeah, we appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank you. I'll
Thanks,
text you in a
players.
little bit.
Hey,
Appreciate
Chris,
it.
thanks for the shoot.
That was tight.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
those dudes are G's.
And there's Christopher
Mikey's
Ray
always
and
correcting
Mikey
you.
Taylor.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
him
dude, I met Mikey Taylor at Street League a few years ago. Dude was hilarious. He took my phone and took a selfie of us. It was hilarious.
I love it. I love it.
Did you guys see Ish's next New Wave
Yeah,
party?
that was see.
Yeah,
This
gnarly.
this is a stupid tsunami. Godzilla's fucking up China.
So
this
did
is
you
too
miss that
much.
one? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's
It's
a lot.
gnarly as fuck, dude.
I'm
that guy
a
goes
big
ham.
fan of Ish. I like Ish's style a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, you do really like him a lot. Is he from SD, right?
No, Ish is from Florida.
Oh, why did I think he was from SD?
Who does he ride for?
Well, he was getting hooked up by Expedition, as you can assume that ended.
What is that?
So, I mean, last time, I know he's getting Element boards. He's not on. It's kind of like a little flow thing at the moment. But he also had a real board for a second in his New Wave parts, so who knows? I know he's over at Thunder, Spit, DC. So,
That's
he's
raw.
definitely getting taken care of.
When you say what is that with Expedition, and I am supposed to assume that everything with KO is falling apart. This brings up a good reminds me of a certain point that you told me about what Alfonso wanted you to share on the podcast. Would you mind going and repeating what he had told you to say on Skate Fillet?
Yeah, there was a word. It was said that Troy Morgan. This is. I'm the messenger, just to clarify this. That Troy Morgan was sending out checks to team riders over at KO, and he would put a little tear in the check, just like a little one. So it's not in two pieces, but it's a little tear, but a big enough tear to where you can't cash your check in. And obviously, from our point of view, we've seen all the Instagram posts of I didn't get paid for 6 months. So, I mean, that could be a way of faking it. Oh, I'm trying to pay you. What do you mean it won't? What do you mean your check won't
You
cash?
think that's what it is? Man, that sounds so shitty.
I mean, we don't know that this is the word from someone else.
Were you word for word with these quote that you said on the text?
What I was told was that we were talking about KO, and Alfonso's a long history with KO. He came up with the name KO, and he was a partner. He was a big part of KO for a long time, and he left. And then Alfonso mentioned the comments that we had read. Alfonso's comments from a few weeks back when we were reading all his Instagram comments. You know that were cracking us up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, those were hilarious.
He said, "Put this on your show."
So what I'm asking you is that everything that in this text that you put in quotation marks is word for word.
I did not add anything. If I left out a word, a very minimal word, as if I forgot the word if or and or but, some very, very minuscule.
Okay, I'm gonna read what you
that's
put.
what he said.
I'm gonna read what you put. Put this on your show. This is Alfonso. Put this on your show. I heard Troy Morgan was ripping parts of checks before mailing them to riders so they couldn't cash them in. End quote.
Yeah. That's about as verbatim as I could get from memory, and it's definitely within a couple words of what I was told. So we don't know. We don't know if that's true. That's the rumor. Everyone's seen the post of I didn't get paid for 6 months. So
Yeah.
whether it's
From
they're not
multiple
getting sent,
riders.
yeah, whether it's they're not even getting sent checks, or that's their KO or Troy's way of saying I tried to send you money and it's not working. That's your fault. We don't know, but that's
Right.
what I was told yesterday.
Right.
I didn't realize that you can't cash a check that's been ripped.
I didn't know that either.
Or can't you just tape that fucker
Alfonso
together like
mentioned
a
certain. It was something to do with like where the number is or where a code or something.
Oh my god, that's even more sketchy.
So yeah, it was just apparently it sounded like just a little tear to where it wasn't working.
I don't like what's going on over there. If this shit is true, that sucks, man.
And then I also heard, not from Alfonso, from someone else, a different source, that the KO store up on Fairfax in LA is going to be switched to just DGK apparently.
I'm telling you, man, that's what we've been saying, Grant. DGK is the only one that's like
Apparently
seems to be able
that's
to
what's
stand
keeping
alone.
it running. Yeah, but
makes sense,
also
man.
a lot of people are leaving DGK over
That's the only company from KO that I ever see in the wild.
in the wild.
Ever.
I love that term.
Like, seriously.
You want to know what's interesting? You got a good point. You got a good point. I don't see a lot of expedition boards.
Never. Organica, never. Gold wheels, nope.
That's a shame because Organica I feel is the strongest brand aesthetically
Was.
out of the three.
Was.
Moving along. Sage and Tyson Jones turned pro for fucking awesome.
That
Yes.
says Tyshawn.
Very,
Is
very.
it? Oh, is that how you say
deserving,
it? My mistake.
There's an
Tyshawn.
Yeah, Tyshawn.
deservingly so, in my opinion, especially Tyshawn. I would have liked to see a little bit more footage from Sage before I made him pro. If it was my brand, you know what I'm saying? This
Sure.
is just me being me. I would have liked to see a little bit of more footage from Sage personally, but I definitely think Tyshawn put in the work, man. Like that away days part was fucked up. Like he's going to the big spots, he's doing the memorable tricks, like he deserves that kind of shit.
Mhm.
Sage, like I can't really Sage, I guess, like he's got a great style, great trick selection, but he doesn't stand out to me like KB and Tyshawn and Nak do. Like that's just me.
Go watch.
That's just me, man.
Yeah, no. I think you have a fair point because Tyshawn has a big part in a full length video.
Right.
And that's one thing that separates them because they both have the FA, the Supreme online
So does-
edit. There's those
right.
clips.
And so does
And
Doc
so-
and so does KB have.
Yeah. And so what separates is Tyshawn has that big Adidas part, and Sage hasn't had a big part in a big video or even like a solo online thing yet. But if you want to see good, now this is going to be street footage and park footage. But if you go watch the Converse One Star Tour that went down last summer, Sage has a ton of footage in that, both like I just said, both street and park. But obviously, I mean, we're all waiting on that big part.
But doesn't that kind of bum you out that this dude just went pro for having a few tricks and montages?
I wouldn't say it bums me out. I do see your point in the difference of footage, the way that they've released their footage, at least, yeah.
Like, there's
Hopefully
no
it's-
pro part, there's no am part, there's no nothing. There's pussy gangster.
I mean, yeah, but I mean,
I'm not hating on Sage. He's a great skateboarder. I'm just saying I would have liked to see a lot more stuff from him before he gets a pro board, man. Like, look at the work everyone else on that team has done.
I mean,
taken.
even the thing that's
Just
more
saying, man.
surprising to me is that I mean, I think turning people pro in pairs is kind of the FA way right now.
I agree, and I don't hate on that approach at all.
It looks like, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, well, I guess Aiden isn't pro yet either. But Aiden and Sean are almost the last AMs right now, I think.
For the guy who does 3 tricks. Yeah, that guy. Kickflip, impossible board slide. Call it a day.
I was talking about Sean Pablo, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about
and
too.
Aiden Mackey, I don't know if you know who.
He
that is.
rips. The ginger
Mhm.
kid.
Yeah, he used to be on 3D.
He's better than like the whole fucking team.
The whole team?
No, I'm just talking shit.
I was gonna say the whole team.
KB and Knock are on some next level shit, in my opinion, dude. Those dudes, fuck.
You want to know though? I'll piggyback off your point about Sage because I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. He's a
I'm
pro
not-
skateboarder. Drew.
I'm not trolling. Well, I know. I see that
He's
right
a pro
here.
skateboarder for
He-
one
he
of the
turned-
most
he
popular
turned-
brands in the industry.
He turned pro for FA. I'm like Sage. All right, that's sick. Never heard of him.
But you watch Tyshawn Vario flip down Love Gap, guaranteed.
Okay, but
I
but
did. He
no,
looked like a
okay,
Q-tip
but-
while doing it. I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but there's stuff. I mean, I'm not whatever.
I just can't justify this guy having a
Look,
few tricks and
we know you're in the same
You
bucket.
have to know who they are, because
Huh?
you can choose to pay attention to what you want in skateboarding. And there's other pros that all three of us maybe have never heard of that have still put out stuff.
Yeah, but see, this is my point. You have to be at a. The reason I haven't heard of him is because he hasn't. That's his fault. It's not my fault.
I agree.
You got to be everywhere.
I agree.
I didn't know who Jamie Foy was. He made that apparent. I didn't force. I didn't. He forced himself onto me. No homo.
Guess what, Drew? He ain't pro.
He ain't pro. Do you see my point, Grant? There's a lot of
I see
skateboarders
your
out there.
point.
A lot. The way you're gonna get recognized is you have to have a loud voice.
And you got to go to all the spots. You got to go to these spots, man.
Yeah.
You got to take the Chris Jocelyn route, and you got to go to these fucking spots.
Everyone knows who Jocelyn
I
is.
mean,
Everyone knows Jamie Foy. Jamie Foy is the perfect. I love you so much
He's
for
the
saying that,
best.
Mike. He is the perfect example. Everyone knows who that motherfucker is.
Mm-hmm.
He's
And if
everywhere.
you don't, then you're sleeping
You're
under a fucking rock.
Exactly. 1,000%. It's
Big
Sage.
boy Foy?
Yeah.
Beast.
And I think Sage should just make a name for a bigger name for himself, because I never
That's what
heard
I
of him.
thought. I would have liked to see a fucking banger ass part.
Not knocking though, Grant. Not saying that he sucks.
No, I know. I'm not.
He's
Yeah.
on-
No, he definitely doesn't suck. He's a
he's
great
on FA.
skateboarder. Yeah.
He's on FA. That tells me enough.
Just wait for.
You see, everybody. You see, this is the end result for all skateboarders. Everyone who's been filming parts and all that. He's fucking good. He fucking killed it. I told you this once. I'll tell you 1,000 times.
I already know what you're gonna say.
You say that about everybody. You got to sell me. Sage has not sold himself yet.
I don't feel like he's sold himself to a large portion of skateboarding.
Well, wait. He'll make up for that hopefully.
I hope
tells
so
all.
too. He's a great skateboarder. Like I said, I'm not trying to downplay the guy or his skateboarding skill one fucking bit. He rips, dude, for sure. But I'm just saying, man, how the fuck do you go you go pro without dropping anything? Like, there's no part that says Sage Essler's Essler?
Yeah. What's up?
Sage Essler, there's no part for him. Let alone an AM part or multiple AM parts for that matter, and then a pro part like, every other skateboarder that goes pro. Just saying. Even Peacock dropped 2 parts, and I still don't think he should be pro.
Fair enough. Point taken.
This is just me though. Like, I'm just some fucking asshole.
I wouldn't say you're an asshole, but there's a lot of names that you guys say. I've never seen Ish Cepeda's part ever. I don't know who that is. Is he related to Cody?
Maybe.
Nah.
Okay.
He's one of the Florida kids that came up with Jamie.
Our next topic is about a guy named Max Garozzi.
Don't know who that is.
Don't know who that is? And he has a pro part for Thrasher? Never
You're
heard of him?
ignoring it because we brought him up last week.
I'm not ignoring people.
Medina, you gotta look up Max.
Yeah, you see?
We brought this up last week.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's not Max's fault. You cannot say that's Max's fault.
No. If you had to say you have to look him up, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to do? Text you the link? I mean, it's on.
That's not. No. See, you don't
Really good
understand.
example? You want to hear a really good example?
Go ahead.
Is when people were telling me to look up Bobby DeKaiser. I didn't have to.
Mhm.
Okay, but what makes
said,
you
"Here
have
I
to
am,
look
bitch."
up Max? If Max's footage is on Thrasher, what do you mean you have to look it up?
It has to be everywhere, man. That's just the skate game in general. That's just not Skate Fillet. That's just not me and Mike. That's
I
the
agree
skate
with
game in
them.
general.
I agree with you,
I don't
Drew.
know.
You go down the street, find someone, find anybody who knows who the fuck who Sage Essler is. He might not know it. He might not know it. He might not know it. You ask 10 people though. Ask 10 people. And ask those 10 people.
I'll say
Ask
right
those
now.
10 people who know who Bobby DeKaiser is, and ask those 10 people how many who know Jamie Foy is.
I bet you
It won't equal. It's not going to
It
equal.
won't equal. It will not equal. I bet you
And
they all know
I
Big Boy Foy.
guarantee you, not even half of them know who Max is. No, not hated against Sage or Max or anybody else. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. There's just so many skateboarders. How am I gonna look up? And I'm on Skate Fillet. I'm supposed to do this.
Max isn't from America, so doesn't that give him a slight? I mean,
Yeah.
Neither is Lucas Puig, and look at that. I'll watch that motherfucker.
But you know what? No, Matt, you know what, Grant? I'll agree with you. He gets a
has been
pass.
around forever.
He gets a little bit of a pass. He gets
Go to wherever Max was born, and I'm sure every kid knows who he is. Go up to Canada and ask about Bobby, and then go to New York and ask about Sage.
All right.
Yeah, the hometown hero is going to be known.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, I don't fucking know.
You know what's also true though? You can say the same thing about Jamie Palmore. He's out. He's out there, but not everybody knows who he is.
It's because Mafia doesn't market like that.
That's
Okay,
that's
that's
a good point.
They market themselves as a very core company.
Well, I mean, now you're just justifying it.
I'm not justifying shit. I'm just justifying the fact that Sage Essler has no fucking footage under his belt for him to be a pro skateboarder, in my opinion.
Well, let's move on because we spoke enough about this. But this is I'm glad we had this conversation.
Drew, it almost felt like it was just old school versus new school, honestly.
You know what? I hear you.
Oh, don't give me that trash.
I hear you. I hear you, bro.
We chopping. Manic Marty. Chop. Yeah, bitch.
Chop it up. Grant don't know nothing about the chop.
Dude, he's talking about. I love Cherry. Cherry is the best video.
I've seen Chomp.
Oh, have you? Have you seen Chop?
Yes.
You seen the whole video?
Oh my gosh.
You seen the whole video? You seen the intro? What's the intro look like?
What's the intro, Grant?
What's the
I
intro?
don't need to be tested.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Here's Grant right here getting eat the fuck up.
Hey, you hear about
Chop.
Will Shark 15?
Yeah,
There's some beef. Yeah, there's some beef, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of beef.
No, talk about
with your FA boys.
What do you mean with my FA?
I don't
boys?
understand
I don't own
what
a
the
single
beef
FA
is.
product.
Shh. I don't even understand what the beef is, dude. I feel like. So you. It's a fucking photo, isn't it? It's not even footage.
Well, say what the beef is. What is the beef?
All right, yeah, let me get this, all right, so two people, Will Shark 15 is skate stopped with these yellow poles.
Right.
It's not skate stop. That's fucking cool. It's skate stops. Good luck.
I mean, nothing's ever, you can always make
You gotta go over it at this point. There's been two dudes to do it.
Yeah.
Clint Walker
Mhm.
posted his photo, and the footage is going to be in the Birdhouse video. And his photo went
Oh,
viral.
really? I thought it was a King of the Road thing. That's
No.
interesting.
And his photo went all over Instagram.
Yeah.
And what happened is there's this other man that I had never heard of until now, which is funny because he does get hooked up by FA, it appears. So, Mike, you can give me that joke. But his name is Sharif Grady, and he ollied it. He posted the photo before Clint, I believe. I think maybe even a whole day. And then he also posted the footage the same day he posted the photo.
He's on fucking awesome.
He's not on. I think they're giving him boards, though.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, he might be pro next week, Drew. You don't even know. Him and the ginger kid. Him and the ginger pro next week. Fucking awesome.
Go ahead, Grant. Go ahead.
So he posted the photo.
Mike, you're the best.
So he posted the photo.
Sorry,
So
Grant.
Sharif, I don't care. Sharif had the photo and the footage, and Clint posted the photo, and his footage is gonna be in Birdhouse. And then there was just people like, "Oh, he did it first." Who, And then Clint, "Oh, I did it months ago." And then there were.
You probably did.
Yeah, no, I'm not denying that. They were all going back and forth. Clint made a post about.
Clint's the man.
Clint said, "I did this trick a few months ago. The photo was saved for a possible cover. The footage for the Birdhouse video. A few days ago, Sharif unknowingly did the same trick. It was probably just as stoked as I was as when I did it. I'm going to
See how Clint's not being a bitch ass about it?
I'm going to save the footage for the Birdhouse video. He chose to put his straight to social media. I have no ill thoughts about him. And that's, this is skateboarding, no one to blame, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Sharif never posted about it, so let's make sure we don't misquote that. Other people did, but you can't, other people can say what they want about someone else. So, Kevin Bradley, outspoken dude, obviously posted about it. He did change his caption though. His
What's the original caption? Do you have that?
I do not have it screenshotted. Sorry, Rob Brink. But
Oh no, Rob, we let you down.
No,
it was
Yenta.
along
We
it
let
was
you
along
down.
the lines of he did say like no hate or no some term about like not trying to cause trouble with Clint, but he was more hyped on Sharif's photo or the way Sharif did it, etc.
Because that's his friend.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, if you look, I mean, we haven't seen Clint's footage, so we can't compare side to side. But I'm gonna play this. I don't know how well it's gonna show up on here. If it doesn't, you can go to Kevin Bradley's Instagram. It's about 3 rows down.
No,
I'd
go ahead.
rather watch Clint.
You can click on Pretty Reef. That's his Sharif's username.
Pretty
You're gonna see
Reef?
Just watch it. He watched his backside shifty ollie.
Turn it down. Oh, there you go.
Pretty Reef.
What the fuck is he wearing? What is that? Moon boots?
Look,
What's on his feet? What is that?
Why does he look like that?
Did he?
I don't know why you guys are talking. I mean, what do you
No.
mean?
What? No. What happened? What's on his feet? What is that?
White shoes that are high. I think they're. Are those Blazers? Yeah, they're. I think they're Blazers or Dunks. I can't even tell. It happened so quick.
You look like McFly wearing those things.
No, yeah, I think those are just
McFly!
Dunks. They're low top Dunks. And then his white socks and camo pants and no T-shirt. And
Yeah.
all the way down the 15 over.
Strange kit.
Hey,
Pretty-
what if? Hey, how's the
pretty-
angle look? Did he actually ollie over the pole? Or did he just ollie in the middle between two poles?
I mean, let me. I'll look at it again, but.
Ooh, more controversy.
Why would I just
No.
rather watch Clint do it?
Probably because it was
He goes
filmed
over.
better.
Goes over the pole. He goes
Because
straight
Clint's
over
a
it.
fucking G.
So how would you feel if Clint got a cover when this guy did it?
I'd feel great about it.
Hey, you know what they should do? They should share a cover.
Fuck out of here.
They should put the controversial cover.
Nah.
Did they get a photo of it too? Did he get a photo of it, Grant?
Yeah,
There's a
Sharif has
screenshot. Yeah, I've seen it.
Here's a photo.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, I saw
But
that.
no, but is it good like Clint's?
Yeah, it's legit. It's a little different angle, but pretty similar. Fish eye from the
Oh
bottom.
my God! Yeah,
That
do
looks
it.
fucking
Run it.
huge.
Run it, Thrasher. Controversial cover. How about we just, because Clint's more relevant, we'll put him in the front and get him in the back.
Back page, back cover, you mean?
Back cover.
That's raw. I would love that.
Just a thought.
That's a sick idea.
Hey, thank you. I'm glad you like it.
You're welcome. I'd be hyped on that. That's dope as fuck. It's almost like you're getting 2 covers.
I guess our last topic will be the Janowski Hyperfeel.
What the
commercial
fuck
that
is
they-
that?
You didn't see the commercial today? Grant
Nah,
Texas.
dude. I'm skating these Krusty Kramers, dude. They're great.
Oh man. Well, could you at least check it out? It was really unique.
The commercial was really well done, to be honest.
Very well
Fine.
done. They had like these. They had like a. Let's say they had a straight on rail. Like Stefan would grab it and he would pull it to make it longer. It's really.
It was crazy.
It's really
What?
funny. It's really
Yeah, I
funny
don't know how
editing.
they did that. That was
I
incredible.
have no idea either. They had some crazy 3D effects.
Maybe it costs like $1 million, like that Bragg stuff.
You know what was sick, Drew? I don't know if you remember this. When they moved that brick wall.
Into
and
the
then
other
it's kinda
brick
like a
wall.
hip. Yeah, and then Malto does a backside ollie to wall
All
ride.
right, fine. I'll fucking watch it. That sounds cool.
It is cool, and the best part, and I like that you mentioned Malto. I like to see that Malto's, because he's still recovering from his injury, or he has been recovering, and he's coming
good.
back into terms.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that he's out there.
He's like Nike's poster boy as of late, man.
Yeah, what the hell, Paul? Why'd you let that happen? Why the
Dude,
fuck did you let
Nike
that happen?
loves Sean Malto, dude.
Yeah,
He's a marketable dude.
He is a marketable dude. I like Sean Malto.
you're watching it right now,
I
Mike?
know a lot of my homies don't fuck with him. Yeah, my phone just died, so I was gonna watch it on my phone, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Well, we'll get your thoughts maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
It's a great ad. I mean, it just came out today. So.
Before we go, can you tell me why your friends don't like him?
Don't like.
Malto.
Oh, I don't know, dude. They just I guess look at him as kind of like a pretty boy kind of type thing.
Aw, come on. Just
But I'm
because
like,
he was
yo,
born
dog,
with
he
good
just
looks.
backside overcooked the fucking 18s there. Like, relax.
He don't skate like a pretty boy. He skates like a
I
fucking
agree.
G.
This fool was trying to get
Yeah.
on 0.
Hey, you couldn't have said any better than that. For
Straight
Michael
up.
Medina, Grant Fierro, I am Andrew Ariano. Thank you for our guests, Mikey Taylor and Chris Ray. That was a lot of fun. We'll
Hilarious.
catch you guys next week.
Fuck yeah.